We're back. Today's episode is going to be spooky.
Just a little bit.
How are we feeling today? I'm tired.
I'm just
Like,
I've had enough.
freaking woke up this morning, power's off. Like, what?
Like, why?
Oh,
Is it all the construction they're doing over there?
maybe it was the whole street, so
That's
that's childish.
There's just been so much going on.
Yeah.
It's fine. To start off, before we get into the spooky, just talking about that. You ever sit there and you're like, it could never be me? Don't say that, because that's just jinxing yourself. I'm just put that out there because
I would say that again.
bitch, it can be you.
Like, really? It is.
It's like, bring me back to pre-COVID, please.
Like,
and let's
worst-
just try again.
Right. I can't believe I'm going to be 30 next month. And freaking... last time I checked, I was 26. So we're these freaking 4 years? Like, what?
Yep. And the day you wake up 30, I might as well tell you, your knees are going to hurt, your back's going to hurt, everything's going to hurt.
That's dang.
It's actually gross.
Question: what's your favorite Halloween candy?
You don't really find it anymore. It's like the little caramels
Oh,
that are wrapped in those. They used to have ones that were half dark and half light. I have not seen those in forever. I used to dig through my stuff to try to get those. And like now that the kids go, they don't get them, which why don't y'all give them out anymore? But I don't really like the candies. Online. Like the fuzzy peaches and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cute.
But then chocolate. Fuck the chips.
Yep.
What about you?
Chocolate. It's always been chocolate.
Give me the Kit Kats. Give it all.
I love Kit Kats. Snickers. My favorite used to be peanut butter cup. But like, don't you find like they go up in your brain?
I've never eaten one.
Really? Oh, you're
Yeah.
allergic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like the top of my list. If I could eat anything, I would sit there and just like, fuck. I've recently been eating nuts though. And like, not on no suicide. Not yet. But like, I accidentally ate hazelnuts, didn't die.
Oh, no.
So I was like, cool. And then we were out to eat the other day and it had like a little peanut beside the food, but like it's Indian food. What kind of peanuts are in butter chicken? Like
they be doing that.
Cashews.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I do it? I'm looking at him like, should I eat it? Should I eat it? Don't lie. I was like, so when it came, I ordered it because I'm like, I really want this. And I took the spoon and like dipped it in and was like, lick. And then I just sat there for a minute. He's like, well, how long does it take? I'm like, it would be now. I'd be on the table.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. So I'm like, did I grow out of it? I haven't had a reaction since I was like 17.
Okay.
I don't know. So I'm just slowly eating the shit. Maybe I'll eat a peanut butter cup here.
like Raven.
You'd be like,
What happened?
I'm freaking weak. I've never actually had to use my EpiPen. I've gotten Epi from the hospital, but I refuse. Let me die first, because
Oh, that's so scary.
it's the most fucked up feeling when they put epinephrine in an IV, because they usually mix it with Benadryl to stop your itching and all that shit. So the Benadryl's making you tired and the Epi is waking you up. You feel like a fucking crackhead. You're like, I don't recommend.
Man.
0 to 10. What's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Trick-or-treating.
The snacks.
Like, last year... Oh, I feel bad, because I won't be here this year, and we usually take Dre. But I ate all his candies.
Did you actually?
Well, like, we were like, leave some here, because
I put in the work.
Like, leave some here so that, like his other nanny doesn't throw it all away or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the plan, but I cried.
3 a.m. Let me get a
And then-
hammer.
So like he'll come over and I'll just go to the dollar store and buy him stuff because I feel like
It's so easy to eat them though because it's like, oh,
Right.
they're just little. It's just one, and then it's 8 chocolate bars
Yeah.
later. It's like, bitch,
and
stop
like
it.
ain't no kids eating all that. Do you have favorite places to trick or treat?
I always go to the same spot. I go to Lancaster.
Where's that?
You know where Albert Lake is?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Up the
Oh, right
street,
there,
like
yeah.
the big
The fancy house.
Yeah.
Freaking-
But only because it's familiar.
Yeah.
Like that's where I went as a kid. I switched it up and went kind of, I don't even know how to explain where it was, but like down further from there because the houses are smaller, so they're closer together.
Mhm.
I didn't really like it. I don't know if it's just because I wasn't used to it, but it was cold as shit that year too. And then one year I went like up Cole Harbor way, but we just stick up there.
Yeah. When we were little, we used to go to the Hydrostone in Halifax.
Yeah.
And then when we lived like on Regent, like behind Penhorn,
Mhm.
big houses there, they would get big old.
The full size bars.
Yeah, and then one time, cuz gave us a donaire, and we were like,
What?
But like, do you
I'm
know
like, it got
Naza?
cheese on it.
It was in Halifax. Like she was always like, "You're my neighbor," or whatever. You know, it was down the street,
Yeah.
but it was her, so we knew her.
Yeah.
So she gave us donaires for like thanks, but dangerous.
I know.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna eat it.
You know me.
The one year we went to that other place, this girl opened the door, and like, you know, you can see in someone's house when they open their door. You could tell she either was just moving in or like, I'm hoping she was just moving in because she really didn't have shit in there.
Oh.
There was like a table and that was it, like back in the corner. And like, it was a pretty big house. She goes, she gave the kids like a chocolate bar or whatever. She goes, if you guys want to come back later, like, you want a shot? You want a shot? And she comes over with a tray of shots of liquor.
What?
And I'm like, no. She goes, when you come back later, we're having a party for the adults and blah, 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 blah. And all I'm thinking is, bitch, if I was an undercover cop and you're handing out liquor at the door,
like, what are you doing?
what are you talking about?
And why would I be taking your shot? Like, what?
I couldn't. I was so thrown off. I just
And
walked
so
away.
a
And was
bunch
like,
of strangers in this empty house. Like, what?
It was. Are you dressing up this year?
I don't know. Do they like celebrate down there?
Oh yeah, you won't be here. I don't know.
Last year I was
don't
Sexy
think so.
Ray.
Were you actually?
I should put a picture. I'll insert.
I'm dead. We're
Yeah.
doing Jack and Sally this year. I just ordered this long ass red wig. It came in the mail and the kids were weak. I said, I'm going to wear this out to the grocery store.
Right. That's funny. Any favorite scary movies?
That's hard.
I know.
I went through a couple different phases, and I still do, where I'm like, hey, I want to watch them all.
Right.
And then there's points where I'm like, nah, I ain't watching shit. This shit's crazy. My go-to when I was younger, though, was always Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Completely traumatized me, which I still watch. And the Saw ones, which I guess aren't scary, they're more gory.
Yeah. Like, I like all the Paranormal Activity. Like, those are my favorite.
The first time I watched it, scared shitless. Second time I went back and watched it, I was like, the fuck is this?
Like, I was so scared thinking it was gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking?
When I went back, I'm like, this is kind of like Ghostbusters. They got the shit on their back. Like.
And Insidious, I love all those. Halloween Town, classics.
Of course.
And Edward Scissorhands, that was my favorite movie as a child. And as a child, I was like, I feel like I'm different. Like, we could be friends.
I just wanted a haircut from him.
I just wanted to love him.
He just needed a hug.
Everyone's
like,
so
did anyone
rude.
else cry?
He's just like,
help him, please.
be nice.
Nightmare Before Christmas, which is like Halloween or Christmas. I don't know.
I don't think I watched it.
That's my movie. I fucking love it, and I don't know why.
Val's favorite is Coraline.
The kids love that one. They're making a second one. I think it comes out soon.
Oh, I don't think I engaged in that.
Scream was the first scary movie I ever watched. And I think I was like 8.
It's like,
my brother had like 3 or 4 of his friends over, which were like my friends' older brothers. And he's like, we're going to watch a movie. You want to come in the living room, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what are you watching? He's like, it's not scary, I promise. He put that on. When I say scary. I will not hang my feet over the bed. And now I watch, I'm like, this is dumb as fuck. But like at 8, that's scary as fuck.
Oh my gosh. I remember I had a sleepover for my birthday and we watched, it was a movie called They. First of all, what? Why are you watching that? That had me scared.
You already know you shouldn't have watched that.
Like, in the end, like, the girl was in the mirror or whatever, but the whole thing is, like, you couldn't fall asleep or they would get you.
What the hell?
Bro, I was awake all night. I was like, I'm gonna get got. Like, this is it.
They're coming.
I always took things to the extreme. So
what
still.
Yeah.
No, like, I was like, why would mommy let me watch that knowing I'm scared? Ugh.
My grandmother worked at the library and she brought home Jeepers Creepers one time. And she's like, knowing the case, if you look at the case of that DVD, he's on his face is on the fucking cover. And she's like, I thought you guys might like this one. I was like 9. My brother was like, how old? 13-ish. What the fuck? We put it in. We're like, okay, Nan brought it home. And we're in the room. It's like midnight. Press play. This motherfucker is throwing people down holes and stuff. Like, I was like, oh my God. Start screaming, sleep with the blankets under her head. Like, no. Chainsaw Massacre scared me only because, for one, it's based off a true story.
Like, nice.
So there's a guy running around with people's faces on. Like, that's cool. And they never caught him. Like, they eventually, like, caught him, but, like... And then at the end, when it shows the actual footage of them, like, going into the basement and everything, it's like, okay. No. I always, in my head, I was like, yeah, I ain't going to Texas. Won't chop me up.
Like, no. I'm always, like, freaking, okay, you know haunted houses or whatever? Mm-hmm. Fun. Like, in my head, I'm like, this is a perfect place for a murder. Like, what are we talking about? I will not go to the corn maze because in my... Like, what do you mean? No. You're testing me with a chainsaw? Hell no. Like, what do you mean? Fake or not, I'm killing you right there. Self-defense. What?
I went once. I will never, ever, ever do it again. And I heard it got way worse. I was 14. No, that's bro. Over 10 years ago. Imagine the shit they have in there now.
Like, they'll probably actually, like, no.
First of all, let me just explain it to you a little bit because ain't neither one of us ever gonna go back. We get in there. It's me, my friend, and my mom, and my mom's boyfriend. I got asthma, okay? And I don't run. I never did. We get into this fucking corn maze, and the first thing we see is, like, a clown. Not that scary, but, like, why are you jumping out? Whatever. No. We keep walking. And, like, there's random people that will, like, walk across the corn. Like, they're coming out of the fucking corn and walking. The only good thing I can say is they have it blocked off. So you don't really... There was only, like, 2 dead ends that we walked into. So you just walk through. And you don't get lost. But, like... Because if I got lost in there and that, I would literally die. We hit the turn. And this fucking bitch walks out. And she got, like, long, dark hair with the white dress on and everything. My friend fucking slapped her.
Yeah, because I'm beating your ass.
Because she jumped out and scared the shit out of us. And she was like, wow. And I was like, oh. So, like, we're kind of laughing, right? So, keep going, whatever. My mom and her boyfriend are in front of us. But like I said, the fucking thing that has always terrified me is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Mm-hmm. So, we hit the turn. This man is standing there in all black. He's at least 7 feet tall. Like, the man's big as fuck. He's standing there with his head down. He has a hat on, and he's holding the chainsaw like this.
No, bro. Like, what?
I fell. I grabbed my mom's man by the shirt like this and pulled him back into the corn with me, because if anyone's about to get chopped up, it is you. I ripped his shirt off. I fell in. My knees are full of mud. I'm on the ground crying at this point. And I'm like, I need to run past this motherfucker. So I try to run through the corn. Do you know how thick corn is?
Oh my God.
You cannot push that shit and just go. So I'm like literally crying. I'm having an asthma attack. I'm like, I just need to get out.
This
Like,
is horrible.
my friend's holding my hand while she's running in front of me in case she needs to kick anybody else so we can just get out. And I'm like, I'm never, ever doing that again.
No, man.
I ripped my pants. I had mud on me. He had no shirt. It was all bad. So imagine now.
No. They probably got more. No. Last
Well,
time.
because there's like a bus and everything now.
Yeah. No. Mummy's, she went one year. She
For
peed
what?
herself.
Yes.
They had to turn the lights on. She was going, ah! They had to take their mask off.
Stop!
She was like, "I'll kill you!" Going nuts. Like, ain't no way. Like the last, where did I go? I think it was Upper Clemens. That one, I just threw like.
I've never done one after that.
I'm not playing these games.
I won't even do the one down Alderney. I used to work across from that, and all October you could hear people screaming.
I just don't get the thrill because I'm genuinely scared, and
I literally think someone's gonna.
I just feel like it's just the perfect place for a freaking
Well, when you think about it, my thing with the corn maze, okay, you know how open that is. Who's to say Roger down the street who's been dying to kill someone doesn't sneak in the back of the corn and actually take someone out?
And then it seems like a joke. Everyone's laughing, but it's actually real blood.
I'm dead. No. And ain't no one going to find me till the morning because it's pitch black and we're in the fucking corn. No.
One time we went, it was like a kiddie one. And it was in a church, first of all, huh? Anyways. It was me, Val, and my friend Heidi. We went. Val was going nuts. She's like, no! Like screaming, like, I don't know what's up with her, mommy, but like just trying to take off the mask.
Because they got to make sure it's a person.
Like they had to escort us out. We got out. Val goes, I could go again. And me and Heidi like got mad at her because like, what are you talking about? Shut up.
You just got us put out.
And we're going home. Like, I'm pissed. No, that was funny.
I took the kids to, they do a Highfield, in the fucking office where you pay your rent. They put a little thing for kids, right? And you walk in and it's kind of cute. Like the people are dressed up, but they don't do nothing. They're just kind of sitting there or whatever. And they hand you candy at each station. But like the decorating, what is wrong? The decorating is like, it's cool. They got the shit lined up, and then you go down this hallway where like the mailboxes are, and they have it like lined and stuff, but the people jump out at you there.
Stop.
My youngest was looking them in the face like this. She was like 4, like looking at them. Wasn't scared or nothing. My oldest had almost on my back. She would not walk. I had to drag her feet to get past these people. I said, oh my God, I could never. I could never.
That's funny, Grit.
Did you see the haunted house in the States that got like shut down and the guy moved to a different state to reopen it?
No.
What is it called? McCaney Manor? You've never heard about this? Insert clip.
Now, everyone watching the YouTube video thinks she just came out of the scariest underwater haunted house ever. And because Russ was able to capture such a crazy reaction, his video went viral. At this point, Marissa realizes that this isn't what she agreed to fly to Tennessee for, so she's begging for them to let her go just so she can wipe off her face.
Please, wipe my face. Please, somebody. Please, Russ, please.
You got it.
I need you to wipe off my face.
But Russ only cares about one thing, capturing a viral reaction for his video.
Please, please.
Fuck, are you ready for speaking of the perfect excuse to do shit? So it's this old white man, and he set up a haunted house. So he owned like fucking something crazy, like 30 acres of land or something. So no one was around.
Mm-hmm.
And he just had a host stand in the middle. You had to sign like a 52-page waiver saying that they could do like pretty much anything to you, up and including murder. So it's like if you die in the house, it's not their fault, is what it says in the paper.
Bro, what are we talking about?
There's a woman who signed up to do it. Like, I got into the rabbit hole of this shit. Once I started like watching more and more videos of these people doing this shit, there's one girl, I think she did it 3 or 4 times. Because she's like determined to beat it. If you stay for at least 12 hours, in this house, he supposedly gives you like $100,000 or something. There was 2 people, don't quote me on this because I don't, that made it like right to the mark, and then they died. So they didn't get paid because they're dead. You don't pay to get in. Your only fee to enter is a bag of dog food, which is like, what are you feeding the dogs for? What? To feed me to the dogs. So one of the videos, for example, I'll kind of describe it. Like the girl, it's usually 2 to 3 people that go in at a time. Like it's not a bunch of people. And the guys that work there are big as fuck. Like when I'm saying if I walked in and saw them, I would immediately leave. The one guy, as soon as she walks in the driveway, grabs her by her hair and drags her up the driveway. They throw them in the swamp and they're like, sign the waiver, sign the, like yelling at them and everything. I'm already leaving. They didn't even sign it yet. They're already beating them up. They're allowed to pull your teeth. They're allowed to like rip your hair. Yes. They're allowed to rip your hair out. They're allowed to pull your fingernails. They're allowed to, what was the other thing they can do? They can bury you. So that's how the one guy died, is they buried him and he suffocated. If you get brought to the dentist, that's where they pull your teeth. So the girl was missing teeth. She had chunks of her scalp off from them, like pulling her hair. Why would you even do that? So apparently he hires all like ex-felons and stuff. So you know they're letting out their urges, right? So like killer bill. This is when I say these men are no fucking joke. Anyone who has not watched this shit, go look this up, because at first I was like, there's no fucking way, but then he got shit for it in whatever state he was originally in. So he took everybody and packed the fuck up and went somewhere else. And I just was like, but it's a all year round thing. How can you legally do that? Right. I don't know. Like let me look up the little thing just to read you the beginning, because yes. Why would you voluntarily go into that? Thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna get 100,000. No, you're gonna have no teeth and no money. Like, why people just be doing anything? Like, guys. Yeah, it's in Tennessee now. And it's on like this big ass lot of land that to me, that's not a haunted house. That is a torture house. Yeah. It's giving See No Evil at movies. Okay, it's McCaney Manor is an American haunted house attraction in which survival horror style events are enacted. It is considered a pioneer of extreme haunted attractions. Founded in San Diego was where he originally was. It was originally located on his property until he relocated to Tennessee in 2017. Apparently a separate location was opened in Alabama the same year. The house operates year-round, offering visitors tours that can last up to 8 hours. So it's 8 hours, not 12. They sign a liability waiver that includes explicit details of how the attendee may be subjected to various forms of physical and psychological torture. They were making them drink blood. They were like just fucking crazy shit. Blood? Yeah. Now you've gone too far. They weren't permitted. Guests were not permitted to leave the experience without the staff's permission. But since then, safe words have been implemented. Well, how are you getting a safe word out if you got my teeth out my mouth? Oh my god, in July 2024, so just now, the owner, Russ McCamey, was arrested on charges of attempted second-degree murder, rape, and domestic assault. Right. You see? Because they're in there literally doing the fucking most. Yeah, you're just doing stuff. And that's crazy. Halloween. Like, what? That's insane. See? And that's why I don't like that haunted shit. Because why am I about to pull up and now my fucking hair is missing, my teeth are missing, I got raped? No. Like, if I leave, I'm coming back and I'm bringing it forward. Like, what are we talking? I'm burning it to the ground. Hope the doors ain't locked, because you ain't getting out. One time, when we were trick-or-treating, this lady, you know, like peanuts, like the real ones in the thing, she threw them at us. Like, we were like trick-or-treat, and she, you know, when you try to put it in, say this is the pillowcase, she took it, and then just like that,
So it hit us.
What?
We're like, first of all, who wants peanuts? Like, what? Secondly, why are you chucking them? Like, you didn't have to open the door.
Settle down.
You don't even have to do this.
Put 'em back down, and we ain't gonna take it because we don't want that.
Like, what the hell?
We've been like, man, do you have anything else I'm allergic?
Like, damn.
Where
You didn't even have to do that. But growing up, like when I lived with Nanny, we weren't allowed to trick or treat because it was
Did you trick or treat as a kid?
like only when I was with Mommy. But
That's crazy.
like sometimes church be on Halloween night. Like
they do that to make sure you.
Like one time I was like I just wish. So she let me go to one door around the corner.
Stop.
And that's it. She used to be like, evil spirits are gonna possess your body, and then you're gonna become a demon and all this stuff.
Oh my god!
Like, I just want some chocolate, bruh.
I get it. Everybody looks at it as like a
I get that. But that actually...
It's for kids to have fun, let's be honest. That's what Halloween has turned
into. Even growing up in church, like, I felt like I was going to hell more than I felt like I was going to heaven. Even though I was...
Everything you do?
I was in church, like, oh...
I put milk in my craft dinner today, damn, I'm going down.
I was like, saying the effort in my head, sorry, Lord, like, God. Oh, anything.
Oh, my brain.
Couldn't even wear pants. Like, what are you talking about?
I always went trick or treat with my grandfather. It was like, I don't know. I feel like my mom came once, but like that was his thing. I don't know. He always like pack us up. We'd be out for hours until he could be freezing, stand on the road, holding both our pillowcases. But it was like if we wanted to go another 20 minutes, he was walking right behind us. Yeah. And now that I think about that, like I take a wagon when I take my kids. Yeah. And like if I dump their candy, I'll dump it into the pillowcase in the wagon. Because ain't no one carrying that. No. And I'm like, I legit do not know. We didn't have a car or nothing. So like we walked from where he lived and we would trick or treat the whole way to where we were going. And then just keep going through the things. And it was like, okay, I'm done. It's been 2.5 hours. He's like,
we used to have like big old like garbage bags full of candy.
Yep.
Like, but now when we take Dre, I'm like, this ain't enough. Come on. The
kids are like, can we go home? It's 15 minutes. I'm like, get to them door.
Get to work.
Gotta put that work in. Are you crazy? And it's ×4. Do you know how much we can rake in?
Right? Like, you run there, you run there. We'll meet back here.
Like, part of me, and this is terrible because I'm so short, wants to chuck a costume on and be like, trick or treat, mask on.
It's like,
like, my daughter's taller than me.
Yeah,
what?
There's a little boy, and he was obviously taller than me. I'm like, well, then why can't I? You wouldn't know.
Let me come to the door. If I dress up, I got a costume on. Why not? Right. I put in the work. There was one year I did paint my face or whatever. When I usually do something when I go out with the kids. And the woman was like, oh my gosh, look at Mom's makeup. Mom needs some candy too for that makeup. I was like, thank you, man. I'm going to eat this right now. No.
That's great. That's funny.
Did you ever go downtown for Halloween?
Like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. You know how my birthday's like close to Halloween? So it was always like a thing. Like, I never celebrated my birthday for Halloween, even though I should. But like, I wanted to be separate. What?
Yeah.
Anyways, one year, that's when I used to go. We used to be downtown every weekend. Holy fuck. Anyways, the weekend before Halloween, I got in. On Halloween, we went. I had all this stuff on my face. I got in, right?
Yeah.
My birthday, go down there. He's like, do you have another piece of ID? I was like, I was just here, bro. I was just here, bro. And then he was like, Then he started quizzing me on the address on that ID. But we moved a lot. I was like, saying one. He was like, I said another one. He was like, you can't get in because this is not you. I was like, what are you talking about? I was here last week with my face like covered and you still let me in. So
wow, I'd be fighting.
Right?
See, that shit pisses me off.
So I was like, give me my stuff. We went back to the around the other door. Like, yeah. And then I got in. Then
I'd go back out and peek my head.
so we were inside, and then one of our friends got in a fight. Right? And you know the friend. So we were trying to get together. And then the same bouncer that didn't let me in, he walked past me, then he did a double take. And he was like, and I went, and I ran away. It's like, I still got in, but like, it was me. What do you mean?
So
how don't you recognize me if I'm here every weekend, you freak?
That's
no, that
power trip is what that
it is. I was like, what are you talking? Why would
settle down.
like, I don't even know why people would go down there with like a fake ID. I never did that,
but also, why would I carry 15 pieces of
right.
For one, I'm already getting drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lose something. Why would I want to lose my driver's license, my health card? You want me to bring my passport to the club?
Some people do bring their passport, and I'm
that's
like, damn, that's
crazy
danger.
to me.
The fuck?
I just
you must be sober tonight.
I just ain't going out.
No. It's never that serious.
I don't even like bringing my passport on a trip.
Right.
What am I doing with it now?
I'm scared to even take it off. Take it off the envelope.
In the pool.
It's like,
here's your passport. I was like, do you want to leave it in the room? No.
Alright, I got scary short stories, little horror ones. Mm-hmm. Number 1. There was a picture of me sleeping. I live alone.
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
My sister says mommy killed her. Mommy says that I don't have a sister. So she did kill her.
Mind fucked.
She killed her.
Damn!
Mommy, you killed the sis. Do you hear your mom calling you into the kitchen? As you are on your way down, heading down the stairs, you hear a whisper from the closet saying, "Don't go down there, honey. I heard it too." But my thing is, as a mother, why wouldn't you go get your daughter if you heard that too? So the person in the closet, not real.
I'm just jumping out the window, bro. I don't want nothing to do with
I ain't going nowhere. I'm shutting the door.
I'm putting the bed in front of you.
Right.
Thing. Hell no.
Bro, the other day, I heard something. I was home by myself. I heard something. I just locked my bedroom door. I'm not going to see. I know I can get out the window if I need to. Like, I'm not going to check nothing.
That's when
it's yours now. I'm not.
Throat cut, no.
Okay, 4. The last thing I saw was my alarm flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotting nails through my chest. Other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved it was only a dream. But as I saw my alarm clock read 12:06, I heard my closet door creak open.
Oh, fuck. Again, I'm out. I'm sticking around to see, like, oh, am I half asleep? Was it really the door? No.
No. Man, like 1 year? It's nice. But I just kept waking up and it was always like 3:06. Like, always. I don't know what that means. But I was like,
3 o'clock is the witching hour. Fuck that.
No.
And I just lay there and close my eyes. You don't
like,
bitch, don't move.
Bruh, you got it. Okay. 5. I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been cremated instead.
No. No.
Gives
no.
me the shivers.
Like, I don't know. Do you want to be cremated or you want to be buried?
I don't give a whoa. Like, okay,
just make sure I'm dead.
You know how people be like, I want this casket or I want this.
Chuck me off a roof.
If I'm dead, like, I don't care. You can put me in a shoebox. You can put me in a letter. You can throw me anywhere. Cremate me. Take me apart. It don't matter. I'm not here. That'll be. Hey, never mind. Getting too dark. Eh? Like,
yeah, but like, why would I want someone to spend $10,000 on a gold-plated coffin to do what?
Like, I'm dead in the ground.
Someone's going to get that later. So
You could put me in the ocean.
Like I said, just make sure I'm dead though.
But yeah, please don't.
Don't light me on fire if I'm still kicking. God
Can you
damn.
imagine? I don't want to imagine. Okay, 6. I awake to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with the voice of... I know. With a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife sleeping next to me. Oh, no.
They say that baby monitors pick up like other shit, and I never liked them for that. Like I don't even.
It's scary because it actually crackles.
I don't. I don't need to know when the baby's awake. I'll go in the room myself because
Maybe just be in my room. I'm not.
I always said if I get a baby monitor, I hear some shit in there, I'm breaking the whole house.
Right.
I don't even want the kid no more. To be honest,
you're making that fuck.
Get your titty out because I don't want it no more.
You know how, like, in movies, like, if a kid gets possessed...
And they're like, save my child!
No, it's easy for me to detach. That's not my child. You're a demon. You're not mine.
Because every day after that, when you save the kid, I'm looking at you,
and I don't trust you. You need to get your own host. Thank you.
3 years old.
Mom, but mommy, it's actually me. Is?
And be having crazy ass demon names.
Like, no. Oh my, what did I, where was that? I think it was a story I seen. Anyways, she was saying how, it was on TikTok. She was saying how she used to go to this church and this woman would be there, but like holding on to the chair hard. But, she would leave and come back, but every time she would leave, she would fly out. So she came back once, and, like, they did altar call, and she had to, like, physically take her own legs to go up. She was possessed by a demon. And, like, they were, like, praying out of her. Oh.
That shit's crazy.
No, see? No.
Did you watch that stupid-ass movie, The Deliverance?
No, I didn't even watch it. Is it good?
No, it's dumb as fuck. I sat there and was like, you know what?
Is it like the movie A Fall from Grace or whatever?
It's worse. It's worse. It is 100 fucking times worse. I can't believe I made it through the whole movie. That's all I have to say because, and again, if my kid is possessed,
it's not my kid.
No. And he was doing some crazy. You're running on the fucking ceiling?
No. I gotta watch.
I can't do nothing with that.
I'd be scared.
Ridiculous, though.
Spirit movies because I'm scared it's gonna come with the TV. And shit. Okay.
Not the ring.
And we already have a death wall like downstairs. What? Mommy got pictures of everyone who died. I'm like, nice.
Oh my god! No.
And I just be looking. I'm like,
because I know they're watching
the
me.
light be flickering. I'm like, so nanny. Because made our house haunted. Anyway. 7. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help.
See? No.
Like, who thought of these? Got my stomach going.
Now I'm going to be hearing babies all day.
Right? 8. I wake up and everything feels wrong. It's too quiet outside. I look outside the window and see everyone standing still looking at my house.
Hell.
9. The doctor told me the doctor told the amputee he might experience a phantom limb from time to time when he felt a cold fingers brush across his phantom hand.
Okay.
But he's gone too far.
That's a whole level of thought.
Right? This is the last one. Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sound of scratching at my door while I slept. Now that I live alone, it's much more unsettling. Like, what are you talking?
Throw the house in the garbage. Like at that
I'm
point,
leaving.
Is there a thing you can get out of your lease if you're just scared shitless? Because, like, I gotta go.
Well, I don't care. Sue me. What? Like, what?
I have a story, but it's a little bit longer. So it's called, it's kind of just, I don't know. I'm just going to read it. It's called My Ex is Trying to Kill Me. If I can't figure out something soon, she may succeed. It began a week ago with a text from a number, a name I never thought I'd hear. Hey, baby. I nearly dropped my phone when I read the text from Rosalie. I ignored it because I knew there was no reason for her to ever contact me again. It had to be a prank. She texted again the next day. I miss you. Did you miss me? I ignored that too, until she sent a picture of herself, pouting. She looked just like I remembered, minus the nose ring. I look good, right? Better than you thought I would? She did look good, far better than she had the last time I'd seen her. I began to doubt the details of our breakup. Maybe it hadn't gone like I remembered. Maybe I'd made a mistake. Belize has been kind to me. That's where you told people I went, right? When you got bored of me? That got my attention. What do you want? I just want to talk in person. I want to know why. I shouldn't have gone to meet her. I should have ignored the text. But I needed to know how she was contacting me after all these years. Does anyone else get the details of our breakup? I never bothered meeting them, but I was fairly certain that her family never liked me. Does anyone know we were talking again? No. I decided to take a chance. Where do you want to meet? I finally sent back. The place where you left me. I paused for a moment. Even better. That thought made me smile for the first time since she reached back out to me. I agreed. As I made the long drive out down the winding country roads, I felt a pang of doubt. I told myself I had nothing to worry about. I dumped her once already. So I'd hear her out, and then I'd do it again, for good this time. As I pulled up, a long figure stood on the outskirts of the dark trees, squinting at the sudden brightness of my high beams. There she was, Rosalie. It was really her, in the flesh. I shouldn't have gotten out of the car. It would have been so easy to end it then and there. But like an idiot, I wanted to do it close up and in person with my own hands again. So I left the car, discreetly tucking the sheath of the knife into the small of my back, slowly closing the distance between us, just like old times. She was covered in mud. A strange, dirt-streaked smile was plastered across her face as she stared at me from across two freshly dug holes. For a moment, I wondered if she truly was back and in the flesh, after all. I felt a pang of something so foreign to me that it took a moment to recognize what that feeling was: fear. I was so distracted that it took me too long to notice the differences. Your tattoos are gone. A sad little smile softened her features. Tattoos were always Rosalie's thing, not mine, she continued on. In response to the confusion that surely must have been written across my face. Mom used to tease us that she was glad that Rosalie had gotten so many because it made it easier for them to tell us apart. Oh no. I stared, comprehension dawning on me as her smile disappeared. You aren't her? No, I'm not. Death is forever, Jonathan. There is no coming back. I looked down into the first hole, the one closest to me. Torn fabric punctured by slender bits of white gleamed up at me, stark against the dark soil. Rosalie? She was still there in that shallow little grave, right where I left her. I ventured a glance into the other, much deeper pit where a crude rectangular particle board box sat open. I looked back up just in time to see the moonlight glinting off the metal of the shovel before it connected with my head. Oh, fuck. The rest is fuzzy. A vague recollection of her tossing my phone and some other device at me as she closed the lid. The sound of her muffled voice saying something about maybe I should try calling the police. She must have shoveled the dirt back on top of me because I cannot for the life of me push the top open. I've called the police and I've given them my location, but I'm not sure if they believe me, much less if they'll make it here in time. My receptionist's body, I'm frankly shocked I even have any, but if anyone is reading this and is nearby, please come find me before it's too late. I'm in the woods outside of Falls Mill, about 10 miles east of Route 24, and about 6 feet underground. Bruh. That is so... What?
Like, what? I could visualize the whole thing.
I know! Like, imagine getting a text from your ex who you murdered and thinking, like, why? What the fuck?
Where'd he go?
Why would you go?
So you're free.
And then, like, plot twist, the twin sister's fucking you up.
Straight up, though.
That's why you don't kill people.
He got.
Damn.
Oh, that... When I was little, I used to make myself see faces in everything. Like,
What do you
so,
mean?
like there would be, Mommy had her closet, and I would lay there, and I would make myself see faces in the clothes, and then I would scare myself. And then I think I told Key this. She said it was like a mental illness, but I looked it up, and now it's considered normal. It's called pareidolia.
Once considered exclusively a symptom of psychosis, pareidolia is now recognized as part of the normal human experience. In particular, our brains have evolved to detect faces quickly, which explains the human tendency to see faces everywhere, including in inanimate objects like electrical outlets or slices of toast.
That's scary though. Like, I used to do it with everything, like,
I just always
and
thought
then
something was
scare
under the
myself,
bed.
like, nice.
Now I'm shitting bricks.
Like, ugh.
You ever have a witch on you?
No, Key did. We left.
I said we left.
That was at, I think I told the story in the cottage with Toby then.
Mm.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm always scared. Like, not scared. Like, I'm always like, what does it take to be possessed? I know, like, it has to do with your spiritual.
Fuck, I might be possessed
But
right
then I'm
now.
But, oh, that's always been a fear.
Like, let me go.
5 dark jokes, I guess. Okay. What's yellow? What's got yellow skin and is sour?
No, that ain't the answer.
My jaundice, abusive father. It's
Oh my god! I'm only laughing because I'm watching the Monsters thing on Netflix. He tasted sour. Oh my fuck.
Hey. It's actually funny, that one. That's what I was giggling at. Okay. What's the well, this is kind of like, well, what's the difference between a cop and a bullet? After a bullet kills someone, you know it's been fired.
That's cold, cuz.
You know the cops love killing. Like, how? Anyways. Why? Well, this is crazy. Why do orphans like to go to church? So that they can call someone father. That's terrible.
I'm on the way.
I never felt like this ever. Oh, shit. That's funny. My grief counselor died. He was so good, I don't even care. That's so childish. He was like, my girlfriend's dog died, so I bought her another one. She screamed, "What am I gonna do with 2 dead dogs?" Like, what is wrong with people? So the girl. Oh shit, that's funny. The jaundice one, God.
That was not what I thought your book was saying.
That's actually funny.
If you were decorating, carving a pumpkin, would you do it cute or creepy?
No, and me cute.
I always do some crazy shit. Something that looks like it's about to eat you. Just like daddy.
I think that's funny.
Trick or treating or pumpkin?
Trick or treating.
What
It's a
the
sport,
snacks? Duh.
It's like,
If you dress up, is it usually scary or sexy?
It's usually cute. It's not sexy, except Sexy Red. But
I've never
it's never scary.
dressed up sexy once. I think I was like 19. And it was like scary nun with the
Right?
like that shit ain't comfortable.
No,
Like
every year I would like when I would always be a boy.
A vampire
Like
or
nice.
werewolf?
Like one was Lil Wayne. Like what are you doing?
I painted a whole outline around my face with eyeliner. Like I've done that at least 3 times. The last one is if you had to meet one in real life, would you rather?
Vampire. I'm scared of the werewolf just because it's so
beat
big.
no big old animal.
Well,
A vampire. At least I got a chance to talk him out a bit.
at least
someone better.
I can go in my house and you can't get in unless I invite you.
I'm gonna put the sunlight on this shit.
Right. Like, Edward be like, oh shit, man. I like all the Twilight series too.
Never watched them.
My favorite.
Never watched them. I feel like I watched the first one, but I really don't.
I read all the books too.
Look at it if it comes in. Like,
Did you ever watch True Blood? No. Bro, we shouldn't have been watching that. It was so sexual and stuff.
I'm weak.
It was so good until it got stupid, like with the fairies. But I love that. That brings this episode to a close.